Well, it finally happened. Emphasis on finally. It has been a long, confusing, and painful journey. Particularly painful for me. But finally, The Fiend is your Universal Champion. And I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am 100% behind The Fiend winning here. It is his Universal Championship. He deserves it. He deserves it more than anybody else in the last decade had deserved it. So, by all rights, it should be his. But the match, I knew it wasn't going to go down the way that I wanted. But I still would have liked to see a gloss between Seth Rollins and The Fiend. Because keep in mind, before Hell in a Cell, this was a man in Seth Rollins that was petrified of The Fiend. He was petrified of him. He was crying in the ring because he was so scared of him. And some people don't agree with that. Some people don't agree with a Universal Champion cowering and crying in the ring for opposition. But here's the thing. This is The Fiend. He's the deepest, darkest part of the mind. So, of course, anyone's gonna break under The Fiend's withering gaze. But the match paid out, and this is how it paid out at Hell in a Cell too. With Seth Rollins, well, for lack of a better word, and it's absolutely gut me that these words are coming out of my mouth, but Hell in a Cell and Crown Jewel, the matches, Seth Rollins has dominated. Seth Rollins has gotten the majority of the offense on The Fiend, and a man who was petrified of this thing he was in the ring with got the majority of the offense on him. And I think I get what they were trying to do, but it didn't work. It just didn't. So, my question is this gonna be a regular thing with The Fiend? Yeah, I guess he's just gonna be a Mike Myers type character where you keep hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and he just refuses to stay down. I mean, that sounds cool in concept, but for a dominating character like The Fiend, you really want him to dominate. And other than SummerSlam, which was his debut, by the way, which should make it, which should be a given that that it's gonna be a gloss match and someone's debut. But yeah, and yes, this is a story they're gonna tell in every Fiend match, where people hit move after move after move after move on him, and he gets up and barely does anything, and it it's worth pointing out. when the Fiend got up, Seth Rollins, yeah, get socked for a second. For a second. But then he went down to beating. But then he went back to beating the Fiend down. That shouldn't happen. No, that shouldn't be a thing to ever exist. But Vince McMahon found a way. He always does, doesn't he? The Fiend is Universal Champion. I'm happy that he's a champion. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% behind The Fiend getting his Universal Championship. But I just have a slight problem, and by slight I mean big. I just have a problem with the match setup. But I see what they do next. See what they do next on the T. I'm not gonna be reviewing Raw SmackDown anymore, at least for a while. But see what they do next. And I'll say I'm cautious. I'm very cautious going into the thing. I am very, cause after Hell in a Cell, I know that Vince does not have a working brain cell because he allowed such a travesty and an atrocity to befall the Fiend at Hell in a Cell. But I'm cautious. I'm cautious. I'm gonna keep up with it, but I'm cautious. Anything can happen on the T. Okay, guys. Well, I need to think about this more. But thank you for getting me. Have a good day. And the Fiend is Universal Champion. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Bye, guys.